Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd show you some work I've been doing around frames recently. In the run up to Christmas I've been scouring the charity shops and have come away with quite a few frames, some of which I've changed, some of which I haven't, and the pictures inside obviously I got rid of, and I'm going to start showing you one. This is called Bugs. It's in tiny little writing there, I don't know if you can see it. And it was a dark green wooden frame, and as you can see I've made it into a sort of distressed silvery purple colour. And the reason I chose the Bugs picture was because of this. Now, this initially was just a plain boring wooden frame. As you can see, I've made it into a sort of textured, almost leathery finish, but it's what's inside which is intriguing. Now, any Star Wars fans out there, yep, I expect there's quite a few of you, you might recognise the similarity between this wasp and, let's say for example, a stormtrooper. Yes, the artist had produced limited edition prints of insects that bear stunning resemblance to characters and things from the Star Wars movies, and this was one of the postcards that he had in his pop-up shop. So I thought I would frame it up after I'd bought one of the prints. The next one, this was just a dark blue frame, and I've made it look sort of distressed gold. I've made a background using some of my stamps, and I've got the printed words from the poem "Quoth the Raven, Nevermore." It's one of my favourite poems, obviously by Edgar Allan Poe, who we've been moving on to now. Now this frame I didn't actually do anything with at all, so the frame itself is just black, but I chose, and as you can see the pictures are indented. I chose a nicely drawn raven. I chose this great picture of Edgar Allan Poe made up of birds sitting in a tree. And then right at the bottom there's a little bit from one of his other poems, and it says, "And so being young and dipped in folly, I fell in love with melancholy." And there's a little skeleton sitting in a graveyard reading a book to his cat, which is very delightful. So that's an Edgar Allan Poe triptych, if you like. And last of all, this is the one that I've done the most work on, and this was a brown frame with brown corrugated paper, making the window shape, and it had some sort of linen-y sort of flowery things in it. So what I did was I got a lovely Aubrey Beardsley picture for the background, and using my mould I made a moon, a sun, a star, and I already made these galaxy stone. I think I showed you some galaxy stones in some other thing I'd made recently, and the words are dream and wish. So we're going to dream and wish with this galaxy stone. And there's the little star, there's a little face, and the frame itself was brown. I painted it black and used my stencil to make some patterns on it. So slightly vintage, slightly distressed, but mainly it's the polymer clay items inside, which I really like. I've been practicing with my mould, and it turns out that the more clay you put in, the better they look. Otherwise their faces sink in, which is not very good. So, hope that you enjoy these items that I've made. They're going to be going up tomorrow on our wall, on our gallery wall. Mr. Jane is going to get the drill out and going to get them up. And, well, thanks very much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.